You'll never believe how I captured this awesome bird footage. Spring is finally here and I'm giving my front porch a little refresh to really enjoy the season. But this year, I'm doing something a little different. I'm adding the Bird Buddy Pro Smart Feeder. It's not just a pretty addition, it actually brings me closer to nature in the coolest way. The Bird Buddy Pro is an upgrade from the original Bird Buddy, which was named one of the Time's best inventions of 2023. With built-in AI, a stunning camera, and solar-powered design, it's taken my backyard bird watching to the next level. Everything's inside the box and feels super intuitive and well thought out. Setup was quick. After charging the camera, I secured it inside and chose how I'd be mounting it. I attached the universal mount with the included screws and then filled it with food. I added a mixture of bird seed inside and suet to the attached suet holder. Did you know that suet is a high-fat, protein-packed treat that provides the perfect amount of calories to help birds flourish in colder weather? Then, skewered some fresh apple slices and added water to the bottle. I just mounted it by my porch, filled it with food and water, and that was it. I was ready to start meeting some feathered visitors. One of the features I've come to really appreciate is the built-in solar panel. I don't have to worry about recharging. It stays powered on its own, even on cloudy and rainy days. The Bird Buddy Pro is built for all seasons. Rain, snow, full sun, it can handle it. Finally, I downloaded the Bird Buddy app to see everything that my new feeder has to offer. What really blows me away is the AI species recognition. Every time a bird stops by, the Bird Buddy Pro recognizes it and instantly it logs it into my app. I don't have to guess. I get the exact species and some fun facts delivered right to my phone. It has an awesome 2K camera that's seriously impressive. Every shot is crisp and detailed. You can see feathers, colors, and even the tiniest movements. It's like having a nature documentary unfold right outside my door. Since adding the Bird Buddy Pro, I spent more time just being present, watching birds, sipping coffee, soaking up quiet moments. It's become one of my favorite parts of the day. If you're thinking about upgrading your outdoor space this spring, I definitely recommend checking out the Bird Buddy Pro. Use our link and get up to 40% off your purchase. Thanks to Bird Buddy for sponsoring this video.
I'm pulling out a light-duty electric pressure washer, then giving the chair a thorough cleaning from all sides. I like using light-duty pressure washers for more delicate items like furniture, so you aren't as likely to gouge the wood. The difference a quick pressure washer makes to old wood is astounding. I'm now setting out the chair in the sunshine so it can thoroughly dry. Now I'm checking over the entire chair's structure, scrape together any loose areas that need work. In some areas, I'm adding my own screws, and in others, I'm tightening any screws the chair is already assembled with. After verifying the plant pot I picked up fits inside the chair area, I'm placing it beside the chair seat, then deciding how many chair boards need to be removed. I'm about to pound out the seat boards with a hammer when I noticed more screws, so out comes the cordless drill to easily dismantle the seat. With the seat boards removed, I'm now positioning the planter into the seat area, determining if I want the planter to sit on the ground or slightly elevated. Choosing the elevated look, I'm now stacking some boards along the back of the chair, along with some of the original seat wood to dry fit an arrangement that will support the planter. I'm now using an orbital sander to give the chair a quick sand to remove any roughness caused from weather and from the pressure washer. Because I love how neutral the rustic wood looks, I'm choosing to leave the natural patina because of where I'm placing the chair. However, it could also be protected, stained, or even painted to any color of choice. The chair really takes on a larger presence than just a simple pot, giving you the look of a major garden feature to enjoy all summer long. And since the chair is so neutral, it will go with any flowers I choose to plant. I hope this inspires you to upcycle an old chair into a garden planter of your own. Thanks for watching Hometalk, and we'll catch you next time.
I grabbed some old gutters for this brilliant garden hack. I measured the center of the gutter caps and cut 3 of them in half. I attached the gutter cap to the end of the gutter using caulking that contains silicone. I measured 2.5 inches from the end of each gutter and drilled a hole slightly bigger than the diameter of the rope. Next, I spray painted them with a fresh coat of white spray paint. I cut 2 pieces of rope about 8 feet long. I tied a knot in one end and placed the end of the rope up through one of the gutter holes. I measured up about 10 more inches and tied another knot. I tied both pieces of rope together and I hung it on the side of my shed. To increase the stability, I added one screw in the middle of each gutter and secured it to the shed. I hope this inspires you to plant beautiful flowers in your leftover gutters. Thanks for watching Home Talk and see you next time.
You are going to want to scout out any old file cabinet when you see how fabulous this garden idea turned out. My front entry houses a water hose, however, here's how I went about disguising it. After removing the drawers from an old metal 2-drawer file cabinet, I'm hosing it down to clean it up. Then I am now spray painting all the exposed sides with a metal outdoor spray paint. I picked up a rubber 3D wrought iron look doormat, which is the kind you can see through. Working with the rubber mat design, the mat is being trimmed down with a metal ruler and X-Acto knife so it fits the cabinet front. The back of the mat is being sprayed with a heavy coat of spray adhesive to assist with the next step. Some heavy-duty outdoor glue is being applied in random spots. With the file cabinet laying on its back, the mat is being positioned into place along the front of the cabinet. Now I'm spray painting the mat so it blends in with the cabinet along with any other missed areas to the cabinet front. 2 or 3 coats may be required. Grabbing some Dollar Tree trash cans, I'm stacking 2 on each side inside the cabinet. Some planks of wood are being placed along the tops of the garbage cans to create a raised platform. 2 ferns are being placed inside the cabinet. No extra soil is even needed. And the end result is an outdoor, durable, gorgeous planter that doesn't break the bank. It really ups the curb appeal to my front door, plus it hides the garden hose at the same time. I hope this inspires you to upcycle an old file cabinet to create a beautiful and price-efficient planter of your own.
I have this cabinet stain and know just the project to use it for. I'm going to beautify my front yard to create a functional and aesthetically appealing gathering place for the family. My first step starts with a trip to the local hardware store. Before I begin, I want to make sure I have all the necessary materials and tools ready. I start by cutting the lumber to the desired dimensions for the planter. I'll need panels for the sides, front, back, as well as pieces for the legs that will allow me to make it strong and durable. My trick is to use different sizes of wood to give the planters a really nice visual, something to stand out from regular planters. Once I have all the pieces cut out, I'll assemble the planter boxes using wood glue and brad nails. In less than an hour, the glue is going to dry and make this planter super strong. Once I have the planters assembled, the most important step is to make sure I think long term. Protecting my new project from the sun and weather is important. I start by stirring the cabinet semi-transparent stain and sealer in the new color cedar, but not shaking it. This keeps bubbles from forming and keeps the color uniform throughout the can. I do apply with a brush, but don't worry. It won't show brush marks, but will give me a long-lasting protection that resists fading. One of the best parts is it is a one-coat application. No need for a second or a third coat. Also, its oil-based performance really sets it apart from other stains, while also being available in 100 different colors. I'm also able to give the wood a nice, rich color while protecting the wood from moisture and sunlight. Just look at how even and nice the stain goes on. Once the stain dries in a well-ventilated area, I was amazed at how beautiful they turned out. The way I designed the planters allows me to use different sizes of pots for putting in either flowers or plants. The cabinet stain and sealer really brought out the beauty of the wood and made these planters look outstanding. But I realized I had some leftover stain. That's when I decided to take the project to the next level. What better way to enhance these amazing planters than to find a way to relax and enjoy them up close? I decided to then build a simplistic bench, one that is strong but also matched the style of the planters. I didn't want to detract from the planters themselves, but made the bench an enhancement. I again applied a nice coat of the Cabot semi-transparent stain and sealer, making sure to use a good quality brush. I then took this new bench I built and secured it to the sides of the planter. Now that my DIY front yard planter bench is complete and looking stunning with the Cabot stain, it's time to imagine the joy it will bring to my family and visitors. I've created not just a planter bench, but a centerpiece for the front yard that will be cherished by the family for years to come. With Cabot long-lasting protection, this bench will last for many years and maybe long enough not just to watch the kids gather, but someday even grandkids. Thanks to Cabot for sponsoring this video and allowing us to enjoy the tranquility and beauty of our new outdoor oasis.
Create some curb appeal with these Dollar Tree projects. Pick up 2 matching plastic pots from Dollar Tree. Drill holes into the bottom of each for drainage. Then use some hot glue to glue them together. You want to make sure that the drainage holes line up so the water can flow all the way through. Then add a plant and pop it on your front porch. Pick up some of this rope. This is natural jute. Use it with hot glue and coil it around. I'm choosing to create an oval. You could also create a circle depending on the space. For this size rug, I used 7 coils of jute. When it's all done, if you've got some hot glue strings hanging off, you can grab a heat gun or a blow dryer and just heat up those glue strings so you can pull them off. I layered this on my front porch over a buffalo check rug, and I love what it looks like. Grab the tumbling tower game from the toy section. You can leave these as is. I chose to add a light stain to mine. Once they're all dry, I played around with a few different patterns, but this one works really well. I'm creating a flat base with 4 of the blocks, and I'm just going to place them together or glue them together with wood glue so they really hold up. Hot glue is not going to work for this project. Then I'm going to add legs to the outside. I've created a couple different heights with the legs, and now I have 3 plant stands total. What these do is offer a great look for some really small flower pots, but they also get them up off the ground, offering better drainage. I added some flowers in some plastic pots, also from Dollar Tree, and these look beautiful on my front porch. There you have 3 ways to dress up your front porch using inexpensive items from Dollar Tree. I hope this inspires you to create one of these for your own front porch. Thanks for watching Home Talk. We'll see you next time.